y'all.
Hey y'all, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Jeremy.
We are the Savory Suitcase. And today, it has officially become fall season at our house. But we actually are really into fall, at least I am.
Yeah, by proxy. So our wedding colors, our theme for our ceremony was fall colors with pumpkins and fall leaves and all kinds of things. We got married October 16th, so it was nice, and we got pretty lucky that day. It was nice and cool. So yeah, we're pretty into fall and pumpkins and all things pumpkin flavored because, you know, we basic.
And it's really hard when you're on like a low carb kind of low sugar lifestyle.
Yes.
So we definitely have found some substitutes. We can make pumpkin coffee. We got the grounds from Starbucks. We got pumpkin creamer. We found the sugar-free version.
There are some sugar-free like pumpkin and fall flavored syrups through Skinny something.
Yeah.
Skinny syrups.
We'll link the Amazon below. We haven't.
We're gonna try them. We haven't tried them yet, so we don't endorse them or anything. But
we're thinking about it.
Yeah, we're curious. So, you know, and one of the things, you know, so for me and my background, you know, coming from being classically trained in pastry, you know, obviously I've always enjoyed the sweeter things in life. My wife being one of them. Isn't that nice? You know, so it's been really kind of difficult to, you know, how do we enjoy our standard fall treats or just treats in general while still trying to maintain, you know, the type of diet that both of us really need to be following.
Yeah, because surprisingly, the pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks is
real bad, y'all.
Very bad for you.
So bad. So we're getting creative. So I'm using my, you know, my education and my, you know, skills and techniques to figure out different, you know, substitutes and things that we can use. So behold, keto pumpkin bread. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. It's definitely a little bit more delicate in texture. The first one we made here, spoiler alert, fell apart. But that's also because I don't like to wait. So I tried to get it out of the pan when it's too hot. Yeah, we're not going to do that this time.
Our first tip for you is be patient.
First tip is to be patient, let it cool all the way. So this recipe really satisfies those cravings. You know,
when you're getting ready for spooky season, even I've got my Halloween leggings on.
Yep.
So, you know, it kind of gives you that really nice taste of fall without feeling too guilty.
Makes the house smell nice, you know, just like regular pumpkin bread. It's nice and moist.
That's actually the Bath & Body Works candles.
No.
I have a lot of them. It's fine.
We do. It's an obsession. It's a problem. But yeah, so follow along. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to mix it up. We're going to get all the ingredients together. We're going to show you all the ingredients. We're going to mix it, throw it in the oven. One of the products that I'm actually highlighting in this video, not a sponsor, let us know, is Swerve. So Swerve is actually one of those sugar substitutes, and I only stumbled upon it, I think with the keto, when we did the chocolate chip cookie bars, when we did that video. We used the brown sugar, and I remember thinking, I'm like, brown sugar substitute, like it's gonna be gross.
How good could it be?
Listen, it was sticky like brown sugar, it packs like brown sugar, it was crunchy like brown, mind-blowing. I don't understand, I don't need to understand, but it really reacted like brown sugar. So I, you know, got excited when I saw that there's a granulated version and a powdered version. So we used the granulated and the powdered version in this recipe. The powdered version just to make a glaze, which also, like traditional powdered sugar glazes, it turned hard. Like it dried in the air, which is like, I was surprised that a sugar substitute would still have that quality.
I'm wondering if we can use it to make gingerbread houses.
I bet, you know.
That's a comment if you want us to try and make gingerbread houses.
So we could do keto icing for that, for sure. That'd be interesting. We've even been using the brown sugar Swerve to roast our sweet potatoes, and it gets sticky like brown sugar would after it bakes.
It's really good.
It's really wild, y'all. So like, it's a little pricey. You know, it's not a cheap sugar substitute, but you know, for the purposes of what we need it for, it's really excellent. So I would highly recommend you try it today. First two ingredients we have here are the granulated Swerve, and look guys, like it's not like Splenda, it's not like powder flakiness, it's like granulated crunchy sugar. It's wild. In this bowl here, we have 2/3 of a cup of granulated Swerve, and then we also have a 1/2 cup or 1 stick of unsalted softened butter. So this recipe uses what's called the creaming method, where you start with your sugar and your fat. So we're gonna take our hand mixer fitted with the beater attachments. If you have a stand mixer, which we do as well, you can use that if that's what you have. But this is just a little bit easier, a little bit more mobile. So we're gonna go in with our butter and sugar and we're gonna mix it together until it's nice and creamy. So now we've got our butter and our sugar creamed together. We're gonna take 4 eggs. We're gonna add them one at a time. So now we have our butter, our sugar substitute, and our eggs well incorporated, and we're gonna add just a little splash of vanilla, about a teaspoon or so. And then we're gonna add our pumpkin. So we're gonna use 1 can of 15-ounce can of pumpkin. This was actually very hard to find. I don't know if this is gonna be hard to find where you are, but if you find some, I would get a few cans to last you through the holiday season because I have a feeling we are gonna deal with a pumpkin shortage again. So if you find it, just buy it. Okay, we had to order ours online because we couldn't find it in any grocery store here in Tampa. So we're gonna go in. Okay, so we're gonna scrape out this whole can real well, get everybody in. All right, and then we're gonna blend our pumpkin into the butter and sugar mixture. Now we've got all of our wet ingredients in. I'm gonna take my rubber spatula and I'm gonna scrape it down, make sure that everything is combined. There's no butter, sugar, or anything stuck to the sides of the bowl, and I think we're good. Okay, and now we're gonna add our flours. So we have 1.5 cups of blanched almond flour and 1/2 cup of coconut flour. And at the same time, we can add our 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, and then we have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we're gonna put those in as well. And then on the baking soda, we're gonna put 4 teaspoons, which is really 1 tablespoon plus a teaspoon. We're gonna put all of that in. And then you're just gonna mix it together. And then everything is all mixed together. It's going to be very firm, almost a bread dough. But that's it. This is your final product. So now we're gonna spray and line our loaf pan and we're gonna get it into the oven, 350 degrees. It's gonna go in for about 55 minutes. Okay, so every oven is a little bit different. It's always a smart idea to maybe start a little bit lower. So you could start at 45, check it at 45 minutes and then gauge how much longer you think it needs. We're gonna spray it lightly. Okay, so we're gonna take this parchment paper and I'm just gonna put it in, let's see, let's go this way. Nope, let's go this way. So you just want to kind of form it to the pan as best you can. Okay. Then I'm actually going to lightly spray the paper, just to make sure it doesn't stick to the paper, but it shouldn't. All right, so I'm going to put this guy into our pan. Our oven over here is already preheated to 350 degrees. You want to have your oven rack right, like in about the middle, in the center of the oven. We're actually going to sprinkle some salted sunflower seeds on the top, just to give it some crunch. Just gives it a little bit of a texture and it kind of looks nice. Now you can use pumpkin seeds, which would make a little more sense, but this is just what we had and it was a last minute addition. And then actually kind of take your hand and just kind of pat them in just a little bit, just to make sure they don't fall off. Our pumpkin bread's out of the oven, nice and cooled. We let it sit for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Doesn't have to be room temperature, but it needs to be cool enough to get it come out of the pan and not fall apart. So we picked it up by the paper, came right out of the pan, took the paper off and set it on our nice cake plate here. So what we're gonna do now is just make a quick Swerve confectioner sugar glaze to go over the top, just to give it a little extra sweetness. So the way I make it is I just take a half a cup of the confectioner Swerve. A little more or less is okay. You can see it's kind of going a little extra there. Okay. So you need a half a cup of that with about a tablespoon worth of milk. Now you can use milk, you can use water, you can use, I'm using almond milk, you can use whatever liquid you like. Almond milk is gonna make it a little bit more creamy. Whisk the, just whisk the powdered Swerve and the almond milk together. And then I like to add just a little bit of pumpkin pie spice to it, just to give it a little bit more flavor. So it's not just sugary sweet. I'm just gonna whisk that in a little bit, just a little bit, you don't need to add a lot. Gives it a nice look and just a little bit more flavor. So then, you just take your glaze, and I like to just drizzle it all over the top. It's that easy. Don't be afraid to, get a little creative with it. You can get it right on the plate, kind of adds a little bit to the look. All right, guys, so that's it. Voila, we have keto pumpkin bread.
Hey.
Delicious. What do you think? Does it look good?
Can I get a piece?
Nope. $5. It's keto, man. You can sell that for more than regular pumpkin bread. $50 a loaf. You can order yours today.
Specialty loaves.
Just kidding. But hey, though, for real, if you live local and you'd like me to make it for you, give me a shout out. Let us know. I'd be happy to make one for you. Tastes like the real thing, huh?
Really good.
No sugar. Isn't that
No
crazy?
sugar.
Isn't that crazy?
Easy. All right.
I'm gonna pluck a little piece off here too. Yeah, just right on a pumpkin, a little nuttiness from the sunflower seeds. It's good. Nice little crunch. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you make this, drop us a comment below. Let us know. Drop a picture of it on our Facebook page at the Savory Suitcase, and on our Instagram. DM us. Let us know that you made it, what you thought of it. Even if you did something different, added chocolate chips, different kinds of nuts, whatever you want.
Chocolate chips would be a perfect addition.
It'd be a nice little bitter, just a little bit of bitterness in there. Yeah, it'd be great. So let us know what you think. Make sure you guys subscribe, like our video, share with your friends, and we'll see you next week.